Welcome back into Sports Extra 93.5 WAXM. Jacob Townsend here with you. Corey Sanchez will rejoin us here in just a few moments as we continue here this evening. But right now, we turn our attention to high school athletics as it is that spring state championship season. So many other teams in the area will be battling for state titles in the semifinals and finals this weekend in the Salem area in Class 1 and Class 2, the Spring Jubilee, and baseball, softball, soccer, and the boys and girls side, tennis as well. But this past weekend, it was the time for track and field to have their state meet, and it was the Lehigh Generals taking the Class 2 girls track and field state championship crown. And their head coach, Sheena Carroll, joining us here on Sports Extra. Coach, congratulations once again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. And, I think the biggest thing is, for these girls is just redemption. We obviously, after the indoor state meet, we were kind of upset, and this has kind of driven us for the outdoor season, kept us pretty hungry, and we had some unfinished business to complete, and that business has been finished.
You bring up redemption, you bring up the indoor state meet back in the winter season. Take us inside what that redemption means for you all, going back to that time leading up to this past week of winning the state crown in Harrisonburg.
I think the biggest thing that we really focused on is just getting back to work. Obviously not letting that define our indoor season, because we had a lot of accomplishments from that indoor season, but we kind of set some short-term goals and then some long-term goals for our outdoor season. Obviously, we kind of went on this redemption tour of district, region, and state. After the region performance, given what those girls did, the grit and the heart that they showed, we knew that if they could overcome that adversity at the region meet outdoors, then they could walk away with the hardware at the state meet.
We know a good bit about your husband's journey back to Lehigh, as we've interviewed him several times on the station during football season. But what is your part in all that? I know you're involved with the cross-country program as well, obviously the indoor track program during the winter, now track here in the spring. Where did this lead you to Lehigh here as coaching the track and really just running in general there for the Generals throughout the year?
Yeah, so, Joey and I, we've been coaching together for track and field. It's something that we share, not, just as a couple, that we really enjoy. I love having him coaching there with me. He brings a lot of experience and knowledge to the sport of track and field. And so it's pretty awesome to be able to share that with him. Obviously we met in college running track. I ran track at high school. So being able to kind of follow this journey of coming to Lee and sharing and hearing the tradition of Lee track and field, and then be able to share that, with him, and also winning a state championship together. It's one of those feelings, not just as a married couple, but as two coaches being able to accomplish this. It's pretty awesome.
Let's run through some of your runners here as Sheena Carroll's joining us here on Sports Extra 93.5 to WXM, the head track coach at Lehigh, as they win the Class 2 Girls State Championship crown last week in track and field in Virginia. Cassidy Hammonds is a senior. She had a big event there in Harrisonburg helping you all win the state championship. I believe she's going to go run in college as well at Concord. Talk to us about a little bit about Cassidy and her background and what she's meant to this program in assisting a state championship coming home there to Lehigh.
Cassidy has really set the standard for the girls program as far as the track and field. She was kind of the base, kind of the heart of the program. She got kind of everything, rolling. That first year when she came out, which was her sophomore year, she really made a huge statement. She came out as being, long jump state champion. So that kind of set the tone for the program. And then obviously the next year we had a lot more girls come out. Again, she performed tremendously. She was a triple jump state champion. And then obviously, she was region, female athlete of the year. She went on to be a national, champion in the long jump. And now this year, she walked away with 2 state champion wins in the hurdles, both 100 and 300 hurdles. And throughout her career, which is pretty awesome, Cassidy specializes, mainly in long jump, triple jump, both hurdle races and the relays. And she has been a state champion in every event that she specializes in. She's been a state champion in both the hurdles, state champion in long and triple, and she was also state champion on that 4x2 team. So she has been a huge asset to our team, not just as an athlete, but as a leader and an individual. She's very humble, but everything that she has earned, she has worked for it, and we are truly going to miss her.
You know, we brought up the redemption part of all this for your team earlier on in the interview, but the fact of the matter is that you all set history there for the school as well. Not only the first track state championship there for the girls' side, but also the first state championship in any girls' sport ever at Lehigh. I know your husband has great roots down there that I'm sure you're figuring out there in a quick fashion over recent years of coming to the Lee County area here in Southwest Virginia. But what does that part of all that mean for you as a coach there now ingrained in that community?
I think the biggest thing is obviously, you know, I've made this my home, and I love hearing about the tradition. You know, I know that Joey's teams in the past had a rich tradition of the track and field history. So to be able to bring that tradition back and also to be able to share that again with him is awesome. I mean, the love that I have for track and field and the love that he has for track and field, and to be able to bring that back to Lee County, and for the high school, it's pretty awesome. But I think, you know, also too, you know, I think the girls have really set a standard for the girls' sports there at Lehigh. And, you know, everything, and I don't know if they truly know what they have done. I don't know if it's really set in yet. But we are extremely, you know, proud of those girls and what they have accomplished and all the adversity, the grit and the heart that they showed to be able to win a state championship.
Sheena Carroll joining us here on Sports Extra 93.5, WAXM head coach of the Lehigh girls track team that took the Class II state crown last week in Harrisonburg at James Madison, as they are the state champions. First time there for Lehigh, not only winning the girls track state championship, but in any girls athletic event, they're being state champions. Coach, congratulations to you and your team. Appreciate your time. And what's next for you all now as you move forward? Obviously, you're losing Cassidy there to graduation. That's a part of it all. But I know you also have some younger athletes there that were major parts of y'all winning the state title as well.
Yes, we have. You know, obviously, we have most of everyone coming back. We're a pretty young team. Obviously, with Cassidy leaving, she is a huge part of the program, and she will be greatly missed. We have a lot of some 8th graders that will be moving up as 9th graders that I feel will be a huge asset to our team. You know, now we're kind of looking forward to, I think, you know, Joey, you know, he's going into his football workouts, and, you know, I'm getting ready to kick off some cross-country workouts. But I think the future is bright for Lehigh track. I think for the next couple of years, we're going to be strong. And I think we have a lot of talent that's coming up, and obviously we have a lot of talent coming back. So we're excited to see where this program goes for the next coming years. And obviously our goals now are to continue to, you know, to kind of repeat for next year. And that's what our long-term goal is. Obviously our short-term goal is to get some more kids out, obviously to win, you know, district and region. But then obviously the long-term goal is to possibly be back-to-back state champions.
Very good, Coach. Congratulations on this one. Good luck to you in your travels and journeys here throughout the summer as well, getting ready for the fall of cross-country and another school year there as well. And tell Joey we said hello from us as well here from 93.5 WAXM. Congratulations once again, and thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Sheena Carroll joining us here on Sports Extra. We'll be right back on 93.5 WAXM.